Welcome to the Adobe Photoshop interface screen. So for today, I am going to teach you the parts of the Photoshop interface screen that we are going to use on our future lessons. So let's first focus on the menu bar. So this is the menu bar. This is to where you will find different options that you could use on Photoshop. This is the options bar. This changes depending on what tool you are going to use on our future activities. This is the toolbar. The toolbar represents all the tools that you are going to use in Photoshop. So do not worry, we are not going to use all the tools. I am just going to teach you the tools that are frequently used in Photoshop. And these are the different windows or options that you could use. So we will not be using all of this. We are just going to mainly focus on two or three of these options. So to start a new project, all you have to do when opening the link is you will be taken here at the center. So just focus, we will be using only two of this. We have the new project and the from computer or from your mobile device. So we first hit on a new project because we are going to test the Photoshop screen. So when you open the Photoshop screen, you will be taken here to this window, the new project window. So do not be intimidated on the different menus here. So let's just focus on the name. So this name is to where you are going to type in the file name for the activity or the project that you are going to do. So for testing purposes, I will be renaming this to test. So with the width and the height, do not focus on this one, and also the DPI, because this will change automatically, the width and the height. So background, you must always set this to transparent. So just click on the name of the white. It will display this drop down list box to see or to set it to transparent. So underneath the social menu is you are going to select the FB event page. As you may have noticed, there are numbers here. So this is read as 1920. X will be replaced by by 1080 px, meaning pixels. So it is read as 1920 by 1080 pixels. So you may have noticed there is a change here in the width and the height, adjusting corresponding to the choices that you have made. So we will be using this always, the FB event image. So after you have set the necessary parameters, all you have to do is just click on create. So when you click on create, you will be taken here at the screen. As you may have noticed, there is a huge checkered space here. So this is called the canvas, CANVASS. So the canvas is equivalent to one page or a page on your workspace. So this workspace is to where all your activities will be done. Okay, so let's focus first on the menu bar because these are the most vital parts that you are going to access the most. So let's hit on the file. So underneath the file, there are different options. We are just going to use the most needed ones. We have new, we have open, we have save as PSD. Those are the only menus underneath file that you are going to use. So let's focus first on new. So new, when you click this, you are going to start a new project, bringing you back to the new project window. So same process, the one that I have told you, is going to be done. So let's just close this because we have already passed through this. Then the next one is open. So this is used to open a file on a location to where you have downloaded or saved your previous document. And lastly, we have save as PSD. So what is this save as PSD? So this, when you click this, is your device will automatically download a saved version of the file that you have created. So when you download this, this is the one that you are going to use to submit to me via the email that I have given you. And you could also go to File, then open the file that you have created. So make sure you know the correct path to where your file has been saved. Okay, moving forward. So let me give you, as we go along, by the way, this some of these parts of the menu bar will also be tackled. Not all. The ones that you will be using will be tackled. Okay, let's focus first on the toolbars. So as you could see, this is the toolbars or the toolbar. This holds all the tools that you are going to use. So we are not going to use all the tools. We are just going to use select a few selected ones, the ones that you are going to use for this year. So let's just focus on one tool. So let's select this brush tool. As you could see, the options for the tool selected changes depending on what tool is selected. There are different options for each tool that you are going to select. And also, a healthy reminder, when you see this small arrow here, it indicates that there is another tool belonging to the group. As you can see here in the marquee tool, there is a rectangular select and there is an ellipse select. So depending on the tool, some tools have, if you could see the arrow, some tools have other tools beneath it. So they are called hidden tools. So let me give you a brief introduction of the brush tool. So the brush tool is like if you have used paint, you could easily draw on the canvas, and tinkering with some of the options of the brush tool. Here is where you could resize the brush size. It will make your brush size larger, and beneath it, so hardness, do not focus on it first. So on hardness, on this menu, you could select a different type of brush that you could use. Okay, so that's it for the toolbars. So as we go along, we'll pass through this. So the next one is these options. So the two options that are open here that we are going to use is this one, HIS or history. So history is equivalent to the undo button on any application on the mobile or the computer. So this is the undo and redo option. So we'll be using this a lot. And the next one in the future activities will be using this layers tab. So this layers tab will hold all the pages that you are going to create here on your canvas. So that sums up the lesson that you have or we have tackled on the first day of our work. See you again on the next one.